Click record. We're recording.
Yo, welcome to another episode of That's a Thing, Accent Core, episode 0.99 coming at you. Oh man, you excited for what comes next week?
It could be
It is
anything.
Monday. It could be. It is Monday, November the 16th, if you're listening to this at the debut.
Yeah, that's right. We in there. I think the SCP wiki is down. I'm Kevin. So we were talking about the SCP fan film that got announced, and now
Yeah.
it's
The wiki back up.
it's slow as hell.
Is it raining outside?
No, but you never know.
Yeah.
I think their wiki's having problems. A lot of, or my laptop's having problems because I'm not gonna pull up a video on the big computer, which is where I'm recording this, in case bad things happen.
Yeah.
I don't want any of that. But yeah, apparently, before the podcast, there's an SCP fan film made by other SCP fan film people, and I was gonna watch it. Hopefully it's not bad. I mean, really what I'm going for here is at least the caliber of a Sci-Fi Pictures original motion picture. The lowest bar.
Ice Spiders or Tin Man?
Ice Spiders. But played for real. But we're still going for that level of quality, quote unquote. I'm just gonna keep talking. Someone wants to interject, you just go in there.
I've never been big on the SCP.
I liked it. I still do like it. I think with anything, the 1% of it is really good, but there's just a lot of not good. And I've already read.
I think my pop. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I've read all the good parts, and I'm kind of done. And a lot of the other parts I just don't like. And I don't like the direction some of the SCPs go. I'm not a huge fan. I'm really not a huge fan of the meta meme ones.
I was gonna say I think my issue is I got into it when it was in the heyday of Abel being the secret task force leader.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that whole thing, and it's this is dumb.
Yeah, that one got deleted. That whole they've had a revision where that entire stuff got removed. I mean, I liked personally, I think whenever it strays away from here's this weird monster and this is why we got to keep it locked down, that's kind of the best, but I digress.
What are the good SCPs, Kevin?
Okay.
Give me the top 5 SCPs.
Okay, easy. Okay, now the thing's working. Now that it's working, because it's pretty easy. So the simple way to do it.
Okay, Kevin. While you're getting ready for your list, you just do that without talking at us. Okay. Nolan, are you familiar with the SCP?
Just barely. I think I've just scratched the surface of it, and that's it. I've never gone into a deep dive on it. I know what it is, and that's the start. That's the stop of it.
Yeah, and I mean it's a nice way to spend an afternoon to an evening to a night if you're not careful.
Yeah.
There's a lot of rabbit holes you can fall in.
All right, I gotta remember this. But the easiest way to get to your good SCP times is you just go to the SCP wiki, you hit top rated pages, you start at the top and go down. And that honestly will get you all the good ones. You can go on like the top page and then go down. Anyway, best SCP is, God, this one's hard. 2521. That's number 1.
What is it?
That is the monster you cannot describe in words, and the whole article is done with pictures.
Oh.
Because if you describe it in words, it will eat the words, but if you say it, it will eat you because you said the words. That is number 1. Number 2, 3008. I think 3008 is the correct one. Let me just yep, that is it. It is the infinite IKEA. It is basically, you go into an IKEA and you get lost and then you get transported to infinite IKEA, where it's just an IKEA that goes on forever. And there's
So I will say about the infinite IKEA, that is the animated short that kind of turned me off from that animated series, because that's kind of the point where it started getting a little too much into the personal narrative that he was trying to create, and I was like, I don't really care about your personal narrative that you're trying to create.
I still like Lord Bung's Containment series, but I will agree that's where we kind of go into not here's a guy interacting with these silly internet monsters.
Yeah.
All right, number 3 is 4000. 4000 is the fairy forest, where you cannot refer to anything by name or accept anything by name, or else the fairy steals it. And that could be concepts or you. So like it's a big old thing where if you refer to something twice, then it becomes real. So like if a fairy says you're its friend and it says it twice or you acknowledge it, then you become its friend. And it's a fucked up place. My number 4 is the SCP-001 proposal, where it is a factory that just no, not the factory one. The best one, it's just a path that it's like a spiral path where you walk it more up than going down, and it created a glitch in reality, and that's where all the SCPs come from. That's my personal favorite. And then the last one, I'm gonna have to give it to SCP-1000, which is Bigfoot. But it actually is, yeah. SCP-1000 is Bigfoot, and it seems like it's the one where I think it's the first one I saw that did the article, and then you click at the bottom to get like the real article really well, because like the fake article is all about how Bigfoot is real and contains like a mimetic kill virus that kills like anyone that looks at them. But the real version was that, okay, the Bigfoots were the precursor race and they conquered all of Earth like in the prehistory times. And then at some point they had a war /virus/ humanity rose up and killed all of them. But now like the remaining Bigfoots are starting to get like their memories back. And they're like, you better let us back into your society now. And there's a couple of cool stories that branch off from that one. Like one of them is the Bigfoot's SCP organization, where it's like an old ass like bioorganic tree that contains like evil stuff in there. And no one knows really how it's work. I think it's called like the Grave of Titania, Queen of the Fairies or something. It's radical. But yeah, that's it. That's SCP times.
Cool. I'll be back in like 5 minutes.
Oh, Okay. So Nolan, have you been up to anything?
What's that? What's the one? It's some lizard you
Yeah,
can't.
that's
What's the one I was sure
I
about?
think that's 682, but it's the lizard that can't die,
Oh.
and everyone tries to kill it.
I can't hear you guys. Hold on a second.
Okay, I'll just keep yammering. I will keep yammering. Don't worry about it. Yeah, that's 682 lizard that can't die. It's theorized that that lizard is from actually that. Can you hear it now?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's theorized that that lizard is like actually an unlife thing from another dimension, and the reason is that since it's not technically alive, it can't technically die. But that's just a game theory. But I was gonna talk about have you seen any? Oh, I did start a new video game this week. A new old video game. And that video game is 999, which I never played. Like nine persons, 9 doors, 9 hours, 9 doors, or
Yeah, it's the escape room.
yeah,
Was it DS?
yeah, it was on the DS because they came out with like a PS4 kind of compilation with like the first and second game on there. Basically, the exact same thing they did with Danganronpa. So I was like, I'm craving me some anime text adventure / mystery games. I started that, and it's pretty good. I really like it. I'm about like 2 hours in. It's definite, like when you're playing it, you can see, oh man, this is where a lot of animes took their anime from. I would say it's not as anime as Danganronpa. Or maybe not as quote unquote, like you can't see me by putting the air quotes anime as Danganronpa. It's still extremely anime, but it's not that kind of raw anime flavor power that I think Danganronpa has. But so far, 9 to 9 is pretty cool. There's a lot of math in there. At least it gives the feeling like one of your buttons is pull out a calculator. So buckle up.
Like how much math? Is it just like, you're adding a couple of things together, or you're multiplying a couple things?
So the big math concept that I can tell so far is a thing called a binary domain, which is something like you add several numbers together and then add the quotient, and that's your binary domain. So, for instance, like 6 plus 4 is 10, and 1 plus 0 is 1. So the binary domain of 6 and 4 is 1. And the reason that takes place is because every door kind of on the ship has a number on it. And you got to take, basically, as you would see, there's 9 people kind of survivors. So they have to split up into groups to go into doors. So for instance, like at the very beginning, there are 2 doors. One has a 4 and one has a 5. So you kind of have to split up your party to go into one of those doors. And then whatever happens in there happens. So that's, and then you can pull up like a timeline where you can see that there's a bunch of branches, which I'm assuming is going to be like, this is what happened if you took these people through the door. It's going to be a little bit different. Because that's kind of how AI, the whatever Somnium Files was. It did a lot of that. Which I think that's what, so basically, yeah. So I like that game. I like those kind of games. My dad really also likes the visual novel / detective adventure games. Like, my dad has played all of the Danganronpas, and likes
He's
them.
between all the bangins.
Oh yeah, my dad loves the games. My dad likes are basically I probably said this on the podcast, but are video games where you don't need like reaction skills. So stuff like JRPGs that are turn based.
He beat this guy, didn't he?
Yeah, Disgaea. What I was talking about, Drew, was I started up 999 because they had
99 Nights.
Yeah, 99 nights. Yeah, but nine persons, 9 doors, 9 hours or whatever. And
yeah,
it's pretty cool. It's just another one of those visual novel / detective games, which I like. Less anime than Danganronpa, but still very anime. But yeah, that's it. I was just saying, my dad likes a lot of games, and his favorite games are ones where not reaction based. So turn-based RPGs, tactic RPGs, these kind of adventure game mysteries. Loves them. Loves them.
I still gotta finish Dangan 2.
Man, I love Danganronpa so much.
It's really good.
I love it.
I can't wait.
So
I can't wait.
edgy.
What's the new one? The baseball death game.
Yeah. I think they're. Oh man, that Tukyo Games is on it. It's that Odadama or whatever. That's like they wrote the script / scenario on that anime that came out. Like, yo, Tukyo Games, I'm in there. I think one of their games is like a fun death game for children. Like that's the title. And I'm like, yeah, strap me in. Give me some of that. It's like My Hero Academia death game, apparently. So if you want to see superpowered children kill each other, I think that's one of the games they're working on. That baseball game looks radical. They're in there. They make it cool. Speaking of cool anime, I didn't talk about this when it came up because I think we were talking about the news stoof segment. But Getter Robo's coming back, y'all.
Oh yeah.
Getter fucking Robo's coming back. It's coming out next year. I'm in. They know what's up. They're using heats from Getter Robo Armageddon. Getter Robo's looking more evil than ever. I love it.
Oh yeah.
Like he looks real evil and gross. I'm like, I am in there. Give me the Getter team.
Give me those criminals. Put them in the cockpit.
Yeah, that's what it is. They just said we need the craziest motherfuckers. Put them in there. Fight the robot. I'm actually really glad they're leaning into the fact that Getter Robo looks fucking evil. Like compared to like Mazinger Z and Grandizer and a lot of the other ones. Like Getter 1 is super cool, but Shin Getter looks like a monster, but I love it.
I think my favorite is still Black Getter.
Black Getter is the coolest super robot that's ever been.
Yeah.
It's so dope. It's so cool. It has like the knuckle with the spikes that shoot out. It only has the one arm blade. I don't know how like re-entry gave it the Mazinger Z kind of face mask, but it works. Its cloak is just tattered. Fuck, it's so cool.
There's something about robots with like tattered cape.
It's the coolest thing. It even makes Master Chief look cool in that one Halo trailer.
Yeah, like I said, robots.
Yeah, like
yep. Rokusho, he's sick.
Rokusho's great. The only good part of Transformers 2, Michael Bay Transformers 2, was a scene where Megatron was in the desert wearing a tattered cape. And I was like, oh man, that's sick. What?
Sandrock does it?
Yeah?
Sandrock, yeah.
And that's like What, like,
Death Scythe does
yeah,
it?
whenever Death Scythe has the cape down, he's really cool. When the wings are down,
Fucking-
Death Scythe looks like the shit.
Fuck, I think the coolest version of that is Crossbones Gundam from the manga.
Oh, like, listen, giving a robot a cape is the raddest. So
Fuck yeah.
so cool. I mean, you can also extrapolate it. Like, I'm also a fan of like a knight wearing a hood and cape, as if like the knight in full armor is trying to hide what it is.
Why is that monkey wearing a mask? I can tell it's a monkey.
But yeah, like that's some sick shit. Okay, don't switch device, thank you. Please, please don't switch device.
Don't forget to keep jiggling.
I know, I got commits to jiggling.
Oh man, come on.
Come on, commits to jiggling. Was it? Is that the episode where they had like that action figure that just wanted to kill himself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love Aqua Teens. I really do.
I don't. I'm not a fan.
It's. I think it is from a time before time when weird cartoons were way harder to come across and not instantly on demand. Because I feel like Aqua Teens doesn't work unless you kind of catch it at 2 a.m. on a weekend. And you're like, okay, what the hell is this? But just watching it all in your own time and watching it on demand, I think it loses the mystique of here's this weird show. I don't know how many episodes there are. I don't know exactly when it comes on. It's kind of a fever dream. And then it's over. And that just doesn't work in the modern day.
No, it really doesn't.
Yeah.
Well, I have like the Adult Swim app just because I wanted to watch like Primal and everything.
Yeah.
And I went back
is it for free through that?
Yeah,
Or
you
do I
gotta
need
have
a like cable subscription?
You need some sort of cable account usually.
Nah.
I'm borrowing someone else's.
Yeah,
that's just
using the lending link.
Yeah.
Look,
they have my Netflix and my Hulu, so it's fair.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask my old friends Naruto and Sasuke to hook me up.
Listen, Naruto and Sasuke got your back. You just gotta be careful.
It's like Aqua Teens and Hillbilly or Squidbillies and like Perfect Hair Forever, like all this like old crap that you'd see at like 3 a.m.
Moral Oral, I think, is slightly too high quality for this level of Adult Swim era show. Like, if we're gonna put Venture Brothers on tier 1, Moral Oral is on tier 2. Like, I would put
with Metalocalypse.
Yes, I'd put it on the same tier as Metalocalypse and Home Movies, like tier 2. And then tier 3 is like tier 3 is Aqua Teens.
Yeah, I'm talking like Aqua Teens, Perfect Hair Forever,
fucking
Assy McGee, like all that.
Oh, Super Jail,
garbage, Super Jail, all that just crap that would come on.
But I loved it. Stuff that is not funny. But
I've started like 3 of them, and I just
like C-Lab 2021, which is not funny, but I fucking love.
Love it.
I'm helping.
Bizarro.
I'm helping.
The one where Captain Murphy is stuck. Okay, so I did watch that episode where Captain Murphy got stuck underneath the Bebop cola machine. And that still holds up.
Oh, give me my medicine. I need my medicine.
Your babies, they're hatching. I'm turning into the Hulk.
That and there's the one when they're stuck in the closet, and Captain Murphy just keeps punching everyone that walks in, so they can't get out.
Okay, so I'm gonna make executive decision. C-Lab 2021 with Captain Murphy. I'm putting that on tier 2 Adult Swim. Putting that up there.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Okay.
Oh, Harvey Birdman is on tier 2.
Tier 2, definitely. Harvey Birdman's fucking great.
I've watched that multiple times. But like I've started a bunch of those shows just because like, oh, I remember this when I was a kid, and I just could not finish them because I'm like, I don't care anymore.
No,
I'll get like 3 episodes and I'm like, okay, I don't give a shit.
I think that's what helped a lot of like Aqua Teens and stuff, was that you would see them once or twice a week, if that. So
yeah, it's like if you manage to stay up.
Yeah, if you manage to stay up, not on like the anime day, but on the other day, like a Friday or something. And then you'd go like, oh man, I'm seeing this one weird cartoon I only get to see one day a week. And then it's like, okay.
Listen, I'm not staying up till 3 o'clock on anime day because that's when Inuyasha comes on, and I don't want any of that.
Oh, I would need it. Oh, I need it.
Inuyasha used to come on at like 11. It was like their first show. Oh, and then it just kept going, and it kept getting later, and it kept going, and it kept getting later. And now they have kids.
Yeah, now it's the kid one.
What it was, Inuyasha was like the first one they can get in like, oh wait, we can get good animes now. So
Inuyasha
is not a bad anime. It's just should have ended after 13 episodes.
Yeah, I agree. If Inuyasha was a 13 to 24 episode show, good. It'd be fine.
Like, oh man, if you want a good Rumiko Takahashi show, watch Ranma 1/2. It's all on Hulu.
Ranma 1/2 is pretty good. Or if you want a feudal time travel story,
don't watch Drifters.
No, I was gonna say watch my good pals Ushio and Tora.
Yeah,
because that is
it takes a bit to get there though.
I love Ushio and Tora.
Watch Gate.
Yeah, watch Gate.
Yeah, there you go. You got it.
Watch Gate. Get in.
Watch. I can't believe it's not Isekai.
Yeah.
Man. Get out of here.
I was gonna say Ranma 1/2. The anime also has great animation, almost on an episode. Like every episode has great animation, and I don't know how.
It's because it's the Rumiko show. And this is in the kind of 80s, 90s where they thought that the quality of the show needed to match the
yeah.
Like they're like, okay.
The name and the
yeah. Instead of what happened to One Piece where it just really went down, where they said we don't need to fucking try at all.
People go watch it anyway.
I think it's weird because One Piece and Pokemon both had that. Where like the art and animation got real fucking lazy, and then around the same time they just said fuck it, and then it started getting good again.
One Piece didn't get good; it just got better.
Because Pokemon got like Sun and Moon.
Interesting and weird.
Pokemon Sun and Moon is legitimately pretty good, like not story wise. I'm talking about like animation wise.
Yeah.
Well, and even then, that's only because you've seen the clips of the good bits.
But
I don't know what it looks like for the most part.
Yeah, but it just looks more interesting. That's more what I'm going on. Like, even if it's just kind of the same, it just looks like, okay, this is new.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that. That's me talking about video games that are old. But new to me.
Man, it's like I haven't watched new anime in so long.
Same here.
Newest anime I watched was no, I don't know. Was God of High School?
Hidoro.
No, God of High School. That's what it was.
Yeah, God of High School was the newest one. I count that as anime, even though it's based on like a webtoon manga.
That counts.
I keep checking for updates on Chainsaw Man and on Thunderbolt's Fantasy Season 3.
Oh, Thunderbolt. I need to know. Save anime again.
That's so good.
That's really what the Rona has done to me. Is it's got delayed Thunderbolt Fantasy.
Yeah. Because that one, you gotta have all those people there. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
I need to know what my puppets are doing. It's just hard for me to watch anime because I've just been watching a lot of like on my free time if I'm playing Final Fantasy 14 or my various card games.
Yeah.
I gotta pay attention to that. Except Runeterra. You gotta half-ass that one.
Oh yeah.
But I still play it.
It's been an odd year because it's been an awful year, but it's been a decent year for video games.
Yeah, because video games kind of are undeterred. Have any of you watched anything about Bug Snacks?
I think I get that game free for some reason, and I don't think I'm gonna touch it.
I think.
Do you have a PS5?
No.
Oh, okay. I just know it was like free for like PlayStation Plus on the PS5.
Oh, that's probably where I saw it then.
Yeah. So like,
I've watched like the start opening bit of the quick look from Giant Bomb. But I didn't watch that much of it. I don't know. I never had an adverse reaction to it. I thought like it looked fine. It was like a new Viva Pinata.
yeah, that's so. I've turned around on Bug Snacks. I've not played it, but I've watched it, and it gives me vibes of Viva Pinata because I'm a big Viva Pinata fan / apologist. I think Viva Pinata ruled, and Bug Snacks kind of has that same vibe of it, but what it does interestingly is it seems like the characters kind of know, and they are trying to start to figure out how fucked the bug snacks, your body turning into snacks, kind of is.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it interesting, because like minor bug snacks, like this is if you've watched the Giant Bomb quick look, which is like the first 30 minutes of Bug Snacks, basically like the tutorial zone.
Yeah.
So like that's where I will stop, which is basically like what you find out is that all the crew on the Bug Snacks, they built a town, and then everyone kind of went off because like their leader kind of went missing. So the thing is, you got to try to find the leader of the town and kind of regroup everybody. But what makes it interesting is that every person of the town, when you talk to them and they each have like an observation or noticed about kind of how fucked up Bug Snacks are, but because they're cranky with each other, they're not talking and figuring it out. So like one of them's like, I've never seen a Bug Snacks like reproduce. They're just there. I've never seen them like actually like make a baby bug snack, and that's kind of weird. But because no one else kind of thought about it or knew about it, they're just kind of that facts alone. Like one of them noticed that if you try to cook a Bug Snacks, it dies and just turns into mush. So you have to eat a Bug Snack raw. And there's a lot of little tidbits like that I would say if Viva Pinata was like 95% pure and a little bit 5% like kind of fucked up, Bug Snacks is like 80% pure and 20% kind of fucked up. But it's at least from what I've seen, it hasn't leaned. It's not edgy, and I don't think it will get there. But I do think I like a little bit of the characters understanding what they're doing is kind of weird, or starting to question their surroundings. I like that.
Yeah.
Also, it's like how you got to catch the Bug Snacks, and that's all kind of neat. It's just little puzzles.
Catch the fever.
Yeah, like you gotta manipulate the Bug Snacks, the behavior. I think in the quick look, you have to catch a bunger, which is a burger bug. You got to make it ram into another one of itself. And to do so, you got to put ketchup on one of them because the bungers love to eat ketchup. So it'll charge and try to eat each other. But since they're big enough, they kind of just get stunned. And then you can capture them.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of... And that's kind of... That reminded me of the stuff you would do in Viva Pinata. Where you have to manipulate your farm to attract new animals. You gotta get your unicorn farm, your fudge hogs, all the crew.
Oh, fudge hog.
Yeah, fudge hog was a lot of people's favorite in Viva Pinata. It's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
I liked Viva Pinata. Bug snacks.
I wish they'd bring it back, but
yeah, I don't know.
Well, thankfully you can still catch all the great episodes from the hit Fox Kids show.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was such a
I
misguided.
pushed that out of my mind. Damn.
Oh, I just forgot. I forgot they made a Viva Pinata cartoon. And it was terrible. It was really bad. It was... Oh, that cartoon was just heinous.
Let's be honest. Has there been any real good video game cartoons?
I'm thinking. And okay.
Oh,
we're
I'm sorry. Donkey Kong Country.
Okay, no, we're gonna put like...
Roll the clip!
No, that's how we end the episode.
Roll the clip. Wait.
Fine, we're rolling the clip. We're rolling it.
Treasure? Fame? Fortune? I can't go. Huh? I've got a date with Candy.
Okay, so when we mean good, there's no question marks around, like quotation marks around it, I'm assuming.
Castlevania.
Yeah.
Okay, Castlevania is good. Legitimately good.
Carmen Sandiego.
I can't remember actually watching Where in the World, like the cartoon, so I can't give that a seal.
The new one?
Or the old one, either one.
I've never seen the new one, so I don't know.
Whack Fu.
Whack.
Yeah. Season 1 or 2 are great, and then everything after that's weird and dumb.
It's weird and dumb and bad, and sometimes that weird. The Super Mario Brothers Super Show gets really fucking weird.
Earthworm Jim.
No. Sam and Max was good. The Sam and Max cartoon. Did anyone besides me ever watch the Sam and Max cartoon?
I've never seen it. No,
Nope.
I've never seen it.
It was pretty good. Like, the animation was fine. The voice, they basically got the same voice actors from the game. It felt like, this is just Sam and Max in cartoon form.
Oh, and we're only talking about, like, American stuff, right?
Yes.
We're not counting anime, right?
No animes. No Japan-funded animes.
Okay.
Because you can't say, like, Digimon.
Mega Man Super Fighting Robot.
Yeah, that's bad. That's very bad.
Mortal Kombat Defenders of the Realm.
That show was awful.
Street Fighter.
Street Fighter is awful.
Darkstalkers.
These are awful good. Like, there's something enjoyable.
Just sit down and watch them.
There's something ridiculous about watching those cartoons because they're so heinous and bad because of your own reputation and knowledge of the characters. And you're just seeing, like just the worst interpretation. And you're just, like, you're clapping going, yes. Just butcher it. Just fuck me up. Have Akuma show up and look really weird. And then, like, fight Ken because Ryu couldn't do it or something.
Ken and Ryu are just hobos that are, like, secret agents that work for Guile.
Yeah. I mean, they're half right. Like Ryu, the fact that Guile's the main character.
He's like the cap. Okay, it starts out like some sort of secret agent show where he gets like something happens and the Street Fighter symbol shows up and he's like, "Uh-oh, got a mission."
Yeah, that cartoon's
And then he gets
fucking weird.
Fucking weird.
Blanca is Charlie.
Yep.
Gets
I don't
mutated.
know, they got me playing like Charlie Blanca here. Can you come pick me up, Mom?
Mama.
Yeah, it's just.
Yeah, because it's like based on the movie, right? It's not.
Yeah, it's like the movie, which is, God, it's so fucking weird. Like Mortal Kombat Defenders of the Realm, while fucking stupid, at least is like kind of the same. Like story beats happen in Mortal Kombat Defenders of the Realm that did happen in the Mortal Kombat games. Like there's an episode where the Sub-Zero ninjas get like turned into cyborgs and you're like, yeah, that happened in the games. But the Street Fighter cartoons, like none of this. Just none of it. Yeah. Darkstalkers.
And bad animation.
Yeah, like what was their fighting? Like, there's some sort of line they said right when they're about to fight in the Mortal Kombat cartoon. What was it?
It's combat time.
It's combat time.
And that's what Sonya would yell. And then they have that one fucking. Oh, I'm gonna have to find it. That clip where it's just like a Baraka just kicking Sonya over and over while the Mortal Kombat techno is just blaring in the background.
Yeah.
He's like, da, 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 and he's just like kicking him on the ground. It's stupid. Nightwolf, like, fused with his wolf to become Nightwolf.
Nightwolfer?
Yeah. I think his wolf's name was Kiva.
There's like that one good Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon.
Yeah, Sonic X.
I don't know if it's Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog or Sonic the Hedgehog.
It's just Sonic the Hedgehog. Because Adventures is the weird one. Which...
The one where you get to see his feet?
Yeah. That one I'm more okay with in retrospect. Because you can see the genesis of an element of the Sonic the Hedgehog fandom there. Like...
In which one?
Adventure, both. Like you could see the two, like the Sonic fandom characters. You could see both routes they went.
Yeah. Pour one out for Scratch and Grounder.
Oh man, I love Scratch and Grounder. It should have been in the new movie. That would have been good.
I was hoping they'd be in like some dumb little.
Maybe they're saving it for the sequel.
In the background, but
isn't like the voice of one of them one of the guards?
I think so.
Yeah, they were in there.
That's cool. That's a deep cut.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be dope. I would like what other video game cartoons? Like Captain N, the Game Master. Obviously.
I just like that as Smash Brothers keeps going, it's just steadily more and more Captain N.
Yeah. Put Kevin, the Captain N, put him in there. Do it. Come on. Make him have Game Boy.
Don't be a coward.
Yeah, put Game Boy in there. And Mother Brain, Eggplant Wizard. That one gif of Alucard as like a cool skate teen doing a backflip.
Alucard.
It's great. I love it. I love that era. It's just no fucks were given and they had no material to work with, so they just kind of figured it out.
God, Mega Man is just like this weird little green whatever.
Yeah, he's like, Mega, I'm Mega. I say things and then Mega. That's my catchphrase. That's a thing, right?
Hurt my throat. Can't do the Mega Man voice. It's too powerful. What about the Kirby cartoon?
Yeah.
Right back at you.
Yeah. The
anime.
The only good episode of the Kirby cartoon is the one where they made a cartoon.
I like to think about that gif of Kirby with the gun firing it in the air.
Yeah. I like the American Kirby Right Back at Ya is one of the few times I think the American dub is a vast improvement. Like Southern Plantation owner King DDD is an inspired choice, and it works so well.
Don't get that dark Kirby.
It's like, I do declare about that Kirby. I'm like, oh, it so works so well. It's so good. And I like the theme song of like this rambunctious, stupid thing when like in Japan it's all kind of nice and sweet, which is what Kirby is.
Yeah.
But like, it's way more like, here's the party. It's Kirby, Kirby, Kirby. That's the name you should know. Like suave Spanish Meta Knight, also inspired. Works super good.
Yeah.
I love it. I think every voice works better in the dub of Kirby.
Yeah.
It's that kind of annoying cheese that I would expect Kirby to live in. Could have kept going. Put us in with like the Void Century lore and crap, where you get like the space horrors. How's 4 Kids gonna deal with the essence of Void that turns out is a Kirby?
How are they going to deal with that point? The point when a literal angel descends upon them.
That would be so dope. Like 0-1.
Yeah.
You have to deal with like Zero, and you have to deal with the old ones, and just that'd be so cool. Like this stupid kids, like it's a thing where I think mentally I want it more than actuality. Or when it's a stupid kids show and then it just goes to like gets super bizarre and like high concept, but it's still like Kirby and King Dedede on the frozen planet of Earth where only their machines of war are walking around. And it's just like, yep, Kirby wants to get in Popsicle. And it's just like, I'm like, that's great. Love that shit. Didn't like Adventure Time though. Just never clicked with me. Which I think that's what Adventure Time is. Just didn't click with me. Maybe because Finn the Human is not a pink blob with good video games. That really helps.
Also memes.
I don't like memes. Get those out. No memes. No memes. The only meme we endorse is that one clip of Donkey Kong Country. That's it.
Roll it.
Treasure?
Theme!
Fortune! I can't go. Huh? I've got a date with Candy.
It's happening, Thor. Okay. So that's if due to Twitch getting all those DMCAs, I would like that one to be DMCA'd. I want the copyright owners of the Donkey Kong Country cartoon to tag my videos. But thankfully I'm not streaming because holy shit, that stuff is wild.
Yeah. There's someone was streaming Phantasmagoria and they got their content pulled.
That was HC Justin, formerly of U-Realms. That's what happened to him. Because he was streaming Phantasmagoria or whatever, and because he was whispering, because that's the game where you're trying to do the ghost hunters, that the content ID triggered for like a spoken word chanting album or something. Because he's like, the monsters are here, the monsters are here, the monsters are here. And they're like, nope, that's too similar. Cancel it.
Was it someone got shot down for the sirens in Persona 5?
Yeah, because it was a stock sound effect. and that triggered the content ID. Basically, Twitch was like skating by, because YouTube has and still had this problem of like the content ID claims and everything, and just apparently from what I read the little Twitch note, like Twitch just never had it. They were dodging it, and then during COVID, I guess the people had enough time because they were talking about like before we'd have like 50 complaints a year, and now we have 5,000 a day.
Yeah. I don't know how Twitch went for 10 years without having the records industry start looking at them.
I think it was because my assumption is that the record industry didn't understand what that was. Because people weren't, like, on YouTube, I think it's because people are just uploading songs, right? Like, it's just, like, if you want to find a song and some guy made, like, a YouTube video of the album art and the song, and in their brain, like, that's directly stealing. Whereas in Twitch, it's like, here's a guy listening to popular music while playing Fortnite. That's not as direct in the old man brain of like, oh, well, he's just playing video games. We can't get that. They're just playing video games on that thing. They're not. Our music's not there. It's just video games. And then due to COVID, they had enough time and their money went down. Like, wait a second. Video games have music. We have music. At least that's my theory. What happened there?
I can kind of see that.
Because that's what it's just the profits went down, so we gotta look for more to do it. And Amazon just was like saying, yeah, we ain't gonna fix it. And then the shit hit the fan, so now they have to hastily put in a content ID system. People were getting like content DMCA flags for clips they had deleted publicly, but because they were still stored on the Twitch server, it counted.
That's stupid.
Because what I suspect is that if you delete a clip, you're not actually deleting it. You're scheduling it. You're taking it, making it invisible, and then Twitch probably like updates their servers like Sunday at 3 a.m. or something. So technically, like, nah, it's still there. Which probably wasn't, was not a problem. I deleted I had clips from my art streams because there was just music in the background while I was drawing. I'm like, I gotta remove those.
Yeah. And, like, that's what sucks is people have had to basically, like, delete their whole backlog. Even if they've been people who have mostly avoided, like, just hitting the jukebox while they stream. It's still so ridiculous that the tools they were given were like, hey, delete all of your stuff. You have 3 days to do it.
Yeah, and it's stuff where it's because so many people have been streaming for so long, you can't remember. Like, there are people that's been going like, yeah, like I play Magic the Gathering or something. But maybe there was a time 4 years ago where I did have the radio on. And that
where Drew did post a video that you're like, oh, I'll hit play. Why not?
Or something, and then it's like, well, oh, nope, that's there. And then the content ID system's like, yeah, flag it. Here's a strike. And you're like, fuck you. Or I played Grand Theft Auto, and they had a licensed track. Or you played some fucking, like, you played Kingdom Hearts, and there's licensed music there.
Yeah.
You get it. GTA.
Yeah.
All those GTA role players are like, ah, shit. Because that radio station is now poison. And you've seen the one where, like, one of the streamer people was talking to Twitch support, and they were like, hey, Cyberpunk's coming out, and it has all this licensed music. What am I supposed to do? And their idea was, what are you doing? Stop humming. Stop it. Stop it. Do not hum Hey Jude. I know that's what you're doing. Do not do the full pin Gillette. Listeners of the podcast, if you're new or not, so the pin Gillette tactic is if you're ever on like a reality show or whatever and you do not want to be interviewed or have audio, just start singing Hey Jude, because the networks will get scared and they will not run that content. So if ever someone's coming around, just start singing Hey Jude, because that's what he would do, and they would like just leave. It's like, we cannot afford the Beatles, even like the cover version.
It was actually the Kingdom Hearts song.
Okay. But that's like where my brain goes to. It's like, all right, just start singing Hey Jude. I think it still works.
I don't think I know the words to Hey Jude beyond Hey Jude.
It's like, don't be sad. Take a sad song and make it better. I'm not gonna risk it. It's too dangerous. It's forbidden words. You can't say it. Lest you summon the eye of Sauron, who looks upon you. But yeah, people are like
the
saying,
Eye of Rhea.
Yeah, just mute all music until we get it sorted. Which kind of makes you want to just do like, you see, I saw one guy when he was just playing Crash Bandicoot and making all the sounds himself, and that was pretty cool.
And then he got flagged.
Yeah, probably. Or, well, now it's just like you got to be careful, because if a siren goes by your house while you're talking, it might trigger it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You better make sure every sentence you say does not appear in an audio book in some format, lest you get it. So you have to speak in constant non sequiturs to avoid the audiobook content ID. Thankfully, my normal talking voice should do that. But yeah, that's all fucked up. It's all really fucked up.
So weird.
I'm pretty sure they're not, the Eye of Sauron's not upon me, because there's no money to be gained from my stream.
No fame?
No fame, no money.
No fortune?
Yeah. Nothing. No fame, no fortune, no date with Candy.
I can't go.
I can go. Exactly. God. Banana Slammer. Gotta get that crystal coconut. They needed to get it.
Take us out, Kevin.
Alright, that's it.
Treasure?
I think Banana Slam.
Fortune! I can't go? Huh? I've got a date
yo,
with Candy.
Donkey Kong, let's go.
I don't make the podcast rules, I just follow them.